pump seeking, pump seeking all over the world. Arr, the boys are going to do some pump seeking today. Gnarly dude, I'm the gnarly pirate, the party pirate. Pump seeking. I've got the same face as Richard the Parallel's face. Pump seek.
Edit that one out.
Yeah. We don't want the bad language.
Nah. Fiveys?
Yeah, we're going to bring it down too.
Oh, yeah. We'll do that first, I suppose. Sure. Good pace. Ten, beautiful.
Sour. Not locking out, but I'm pausing at the top.
Yeah.
It does give you much more of a palm. Is this shirt hot? It's covering my gut when I lie down too.
Like more than the other one, yeah.
Yeah, oh, more. So it's still hanging out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But mine does too, so.
Yeah. Oh, we can't do much about it.
Nah, not really. I mean, we're doing our best to get rid of it, you know. We really are.
Yeah, pause at the top with your arms not locked out. Yeah, you'll see, especially on the second set, you'll get much pump. Much pump, sir.
Muchos pampios.
We're pump seekers. So start pump seeking, Sam. Instead of being a poop. Yeah, pause, creep. Yeah. Whee!
Thank you. Thank you.
You're very welcome, sir. Actually, what's one of the good things about getting up and down on the bench?
Yeah.
That in itself is an ab workout.
Yeah.
Because once your gut gets as big as this, and that hasn't been a problem for me. Even the other day when I did that test in the X-ray machine, she was shocked I didn't need assistance getting up.
Yeah.
But getting up and down, it builds stomach strength, and all of a sudden you're much more mobile around the place.
Yeah.
Yeah. So sometimes you can be really immobile, and after a couple of weeks of doing bench, even if you haven't been doing any sit-ups, all of a sudden you can get out of things easier.
Yeah. And I suppose that probably should be a focus for us, because as we lose weight, we're obviously going to have skin. So if we can sort of tone up the muscles in that area.
You know what, I've been this big before and got down to 100 kilos. That extra skin thing's never been a problem for me. I've never had it.
That's amazing.
Yeah. And yet you hear these other guys, then end up looking like those, what are those dogs? Shih Tzu dogs or whatever? What's those dogs that are covered in the floppy skin? Anyway, I don't look like that. I never. It's always just been normal. Guess I'm superhuman like that, you know?
Well, you are a superhero.
I don't know how many I've done. I think that's 15 now.
Yeah.
I'll just do 20.
Really, it is still quite a lightweight.
It's very light. It's a toothpick.
I was being modest.
No trying to hide our stomachs here.
Accountability.
Yeah, that's what it is. We're accountable.
That's what I'm calling it.
We're very responsible people. Admit our mistakes, confront them.
That's what my grandma says. Cool.
Alright, so what we've got to do is you've got to get at the other end. Oh, you stay at this end so you can film it with the right light. That's right, people, we're becoming lighting experts. You'll see today's episode a lot clearer because we've got the light behind the camera
Yeah.
and the filmer the whole time as much as possible.
Oh, what are you
You
doing?
grab the bar.
Oh, yeah. I was wondering if you wanted to do even the bar for lats, do bent over bar rows.
Okay.
Just for something different. We haven't done that yet, have we?
I mean, when I bend over with my stomach, it's going to make my movement a lot shorter, I think. Oh no, because let's do it. All right.
But we got to do. What are we doing? Shoulders now.
Yes, sir.
Cool. Don't forget to clench your butt, so as not to injure your back.
Right. I'll get it out of the way. Yes. That's right, people. You clench your butt. Did you say clench?
Yeah.
That's how you don't hurt your lower back. So, yeah, slightly bent knees, clenched butt.
Four. That's great.
Not locking out, pausing at the top.
Nine.
Oh,
Beautiful.
well, I'm fatigued in the shoulders.
Yeah.
Yeah, because we're doing every day, people, and this is our first week back. We should have built up to this over a period of time, but we thought by going light.
Plus, we are just that excellent, you know.
Doing the shoulder press first warms your shoulders up for this. So it says shoulder press. Bench press, chest press warms your shoulders up for your shoulder press.
I think that's 15.
I don't think it was, Mr. Cheaty Pants.
We'll have
Like 12.
watch that one back on film.
So we're done with that.
Yeah.
So what's next? Shrug-a-dug-a-doos. Now, we're doing real light shrugs. I only went up a couple of kilos to 15 yesterday from 12 and a half, and I had really sore traps all through the groin. But I'll do 15 again because I'm not going to go backwards.
True.
Because you can see I'm getting the full range of motion. Is that 9?
Yep.
1. Beautiful.
Push under there. No, I think I was doing one down. Do my back properly. All right. How'd they go?
Well, you didn't break the camera, which surprised me. That's why I came in close. I was expecting it to implode or explode, whatever.
Crack, yeah.
rear delts, which we should have done first, but anyway, I don't think it really matters. Re-da-da-do. Re-da-da-da-do. Love that.
Beautiful. How are they pulling up today?
Yeah, I'm pretty fatigued everywhere, actually.
Yeah. Me too. But it's like, I guess, a light sort of... I don't know.
We're going so light, but yeah, still.
I'm really concentrating from the get-go rather than 5 in, focus on the muscle.
Good. Yeah, let your shoulders hang. Beautiful. If I sing a tune like that and it's got a copyright, are we copyright breaking?
Look, I'm not 100% sure. Someone in the comments might be able to tell us.
Those idiots, those nincompoops. You trust the nincompoops in the comments that they'll know anything?
Richard, we're live.
I mean, I love them. I love going on tour.
Michael Jackson, yeah. That's a great clip, though.
For those that don't know what we're talking about, there's some famous footage of Michael Jackson, and he gives an honest interview. He goes, I hate going on tour. You have no idea the hell I go through, me and the fans. And then they stop the camera and go, Michael, we need a much more sort of positive approach to this or that. And then it edits him going, I love touring. And that's what actually, well, it all went to air in the end, but
yeah.
I love touring and I love meeting the fans and every day's a joy. He's a crazy dude.
I think everyone in the room cracks up when he does it that second time, don't they?
Yeah.
He's like, what?
Something they forget that with a lot of these rock stars. They're comedians.
Yeah.
Ultimately, and they're like my brother. He tells a story. He's a pilot, so I'm guessing it was probably Bruce Dickinson because he's a jumbo jet pilot as well. He reckons he talked all the way sitting next to. He was in first class talking to. My brother's a pilot, and they were sitting together. And at the time, my brother was a fighter pilot, actually, not a jumbo pilot. So these guys, they meet my brother, they're like, "Whoa, fighter pilot!" And they're like, And because my brother was an awesome fighter pilot, he went over to that Top Gun fighter school in a F-111 and shot down F-16s or whatever, 3 of them in the one exercise.
Wow.
That's like a miracle because an F-111, even though it's a fast jet, it's a bomber and it's far less maneuverable than these other ones. They actually did a worldwide news story about him doing it, right?
Yeah.
Anyway, so this Bruce Dickinson, he said, Iron Maiden just all started out as a joke and we were just mucking around and it worked. So I think a lot of these guys are comedians and even when I saw Bon Scott, he did an interview, he said, I turned up and saw Angus and all them on the stage, these little guys that going all crazy as I laughed my head off. And he said, I've been laughing, it was before he died, he said, I've been laughing my head off ever since.
Yeah.
So it's all a joke often. Okay, so what are we doing? Shoulders, we've done that.
Yep, we did traps. We've just done rear delts, is it? So
So it's lats.
Lats, yeah.
So your dream wish.
Yeah.
I don't know what weight this. So this would be like having a 10-kilo dumbbell in your hands, 20 kilos.
So if we had 5 aside, that'll be 15. Yeah, that's what we were doing. Well, that's what I was doing, I think. Cool.
I'm trying to even remember how to do this. I guess you sort of grab it, not out there like when you're doing bench.
Looks good. 3, 6, 9. That's great. 14. One more.
Well, I did some sort of row, so.
Oh, because we
Where's the lower one?
put it on the ground. Because remember we took it out to be able to walk in that
Oh, yeah.
right side.
All right.
Did you feel it in your lats?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Actually, I'm wondering if that's going to be too heavy for you, actually. Do you want to try it or do you want to strip it?
And put what on each side? Oh,
Nothing.
The bar? Okay, yeah, I'll try
The bar. It's 10 kilos an arm. And we're only doing light for now.
Okay, thank you for looking.
So remember, you want to stick your butt out?
Yep.
Yeah. Good. How you feeling there?
I feel it in the lats.
Good. Yeah, I've got a pump in the lats now. I'm aware of it now. Good. Your back's... I'm not going to film your butt because I'm straight, but I'm going to film that you've got the neutral spine. Don't me to me.
I feel assaulted. Cool.
Okay. And with that Me Too joke, I'm not making light of anybody that's been sexually assaulted or anything. I'm just... All my humour always comes from the same place. I'm just trying to be funny and not hurt people's feelings or be offensive or anything like that. But in saying that, with me, and I try not to... when I crack jokes, I still try to be sensitive. But with me, as long as something's funny, nothing offends me.
Yeah.
Like, I can remember when Azaria Chamberlain's baby got kidnapped. There was so many dingo jokes around, and my mum wouldn't let us tell them. We got in trouble if we did it. And there was also a book that came out called Dingo Lingo that had cartoon dingo jokes every page, and we weren't allowed to read it even at the shop. If Mum saw me sneaking a reach, hey, put that book down. That's not funny. That baby dying and all that. And it's like, of course it's not funny the baby got eaten by a dingo or that those people went to jail for it when they didn't do the murder and all that. But the whole dingo baby joke thing was hilarious.
Yeah.
Okay, but today people don't know, they don't seem to get that anymore. So yeah, apologies if the Me Too joke offended anybody. I didn't mean to be offensive. I care about injustices and all that. Okay, so what we do, lats, and now what's next?
Arms.
Yeah, all right, we're nearly finished, right? It's just biceps.
Yep. And then triceps.
And no, they're not bisexual. I'm not making jokes about the gay community. They're just bisexual. Oh my God. I bought an adult film once called, I think it was called Biceps. That's what it was. It was biceps, right? But
Yeah.
colon thing or whatever that seps.
Yeah.
And on the cover, it had a guy and a girl. So I thought, oh, cool, fitness erotica. We got home, and it was, bisexual lovemaking. And so I went back to the shop the next day with my friend, John, and I said, look, I've gotten the wrong one. Can I change it over for a straight video? And they're like, sure, you got the wrong one. The supermarket people, they actually got angry with, sure, you got the wrong one. You watched it last night and you just want to watch a free one, You want to get a free exchange.
It's like, no.
No, really, I'm not buying. No, sure you're not. No, and they weren't. Well, you know what? Maybe after I left, they laughed their heads off. Wasn't that funny? Busting his chops, Okay, with arm curls, I did go a little heavier, only slightly. 6 kilos is really light. Because 5, it was just there was no resistance anymore.
Yeah.
But, in saying that, this is a light program. Let's say at some point, I don't know what I'm going to say, but it's sort of like, it can happen. Yeah, I think eventually I'll be doing 7 or 8 or maybe even 10. But you'd never need more than 10, no matter how strong you are,
Yeah.
to do a lightweight, high rep program. 10 kilos, between 5 and 10 kilos is more than enough to build big biceps.
Absolutely. And our biceps are pretty big to start with,
Yeah, true.
I'm just,
True that.
I'm, yours are. I'm just sort of riding in on your coattails. We. Yeah, we're strong.
I think that's 15.
Yeah.
I didn't pause very well or anything, but hey,
Look,
you know, not every rep's going to be perfect. They're all going to be a bit different.
Yeah.
Like,
that's
it's just life on planet Earth.
yeah, exactly. That's part of it. Just like every, I won't say it. Just like every meal is going to be different, you know.
We've eaten so clean though.
We have.
So people, we're eating clean, we're doing our exercise. Yeah, we've got the huge guts, especially me, but we're trying. And we're getting a pump the whole time. We're still pump seekers. You can be a big dude and still get a pump.
Totally.
Like, just because we got big guts, I'm telling you, we're floating out of here pumped.
Oh yeah.
I'm jacked as hell sometimes. I was still jacked last night from my chest. My chest was jacked up.
What'd you have to eat before?
Before I had tuna pasta.
That's pretty healthy.
Yeah, and a salad ham sandwich earlier than that. So yeah, I haven't had any drive-through. Well done. You kept you bent your knees.
Thanks.
Yeah, it's you've got to consciously do it, which seems
Yeah.
you're doing.
Yeah.
And once you do it, you just do it all the time. It becomes your new habit.
Yeah.
But even once it's your new habit, every now and then you find yourself getting lazy with it for some reason. But most times now that I deliberately break the habit and lift properly, I lift properly without even thinking.
Yeah.
That's
Triceps. Or are we?
no, bent over isolation.
Oh, of course, yeah. How could I forget? I'm just trying to get us out of work. Beautiful. Yeah, I'm feeling it. Definitely in my biceps, big pump. And it's a good feeling, not at all a bad feeling. Man, the gym is just really quite wonderful, and we encourage anyone out there that's thinking about doing it, just do it.
Well, it's so light.
Yeah,
When you're doing it light, it's no
Yep.
excuse.
that's
Now,
right.
did you see sometimes when people talk about being slow, I wasn't swinging, I wasn't jerking. That was that was slow enough, is what I'm saying. Like, some people think you got to go, count 2 down, 1 second up, or 4 seconds down. You know, all this counting. That's ridiculous. That was fine.
Yeah.
What I just did.
It starts to overcomplicate, doesn't it?
Yes, people do overcomplicate things and reckon they've got all these sciences and whatever. But yeah, as long as you're not swinging, rocking, or just letting it go so that you've got time under tension.
Yeah, that's a big part of it, isn't it? Everyone talks about that.
Time under tension, that's what builds the muscle. And doing the full movement. So yeah, what you're doing there, the pace is good. It's not too fast. When we say slow, it doesn't mean you have to go really, really slow. You're not really doing much of a pause at the top though, just sort of a pause. Not necessarily a count of 1 or anything, but you pause to get that pump in there. Yeah, well done, sir. See, people, you can add a soundtrack to these things.
On what we were saying before about everyone getting to the gym, gyms can be expensive, but nowadays you'll find a lot of places have free outdoor equipment, a lot of parks and stuff, you know. Now, they might not be the best pieces of equipment, but, you know, and you just have to pick up something heavy.
The best is dumbbells.
Absolutely.
Even though you and I use the bar because it's our preference, the best is dumbbells for best results.
That's it.
That's 14 now?
I think so.
Oh, I'll just do another couple.
But the thing is, the good example is your different types of petrol, unleaded petrol. Like if you put 91 in it, you're still going to drive. Like you're not wasting fuel. But if you put 98 in it, it's going to run cleaner. It's going to run better. And I guess that maybe is an example of the differences in bars and dumbbells. Like I don't tend to worry about those small percentages. I know what I'm saying. So what's this exercise working at?
Forearms. I mean, it's a bicep one as well, but we're doing it's our forearm exercise because that's what it does too.
I'm weak in the forearms.
See, every exercise, even though they're isolation, there's still going to be, like when you do every exercise, let's say a bicep curl, you're still going to have shoulder involved, you're still going to have all that involved. The idea though is to isolate it as much as possible So all exercises do more than one muscle, but something like a bench press, that really engages the triceps, the shoulders, the pecs,
Right.
and all that a lot, you know. Whereas something like bicep, it isolates the bicep more than a bench press isolates the pecs.
Right.
But when we're doing bench press, we're doing it for our chest.
Yeah.
Okay, so you concentrate on your chest when you do mind muscle connection. So I've had people say to me, oh yeah, when I do a pull down, say, they go, it's really good because it's a great bicep exercise as well. So you're not supposed to be, no, think about your lats when you do a pull down.
Yeah.
It is a compound exercise, but you're trying to isolate your lats.
Right.
So with that one, it's forearm for us, the hammer strength. That's our forearm one. Our standing curl and our isolation curl. That's our bicep exercises.
Yeah.
That's it. Triceps.
Triceps, I
Gosh.
know, the devil. I found that, man, I have the biggest forearm pump right now.
Yeah.
Whew.
I mean, there's other forearm exercises, right? There's the one where you bend over like that and you do that.
Oh, yeah.
But we're getting enough out of that, you know.
Yeah.
So there's more isolation exercises you can do, but these are the best. We're doing the exercises that are the best one for each body part.
Yeah, we're not trying to waste time here. In and out.
Yeah.
Hit everything the best we can.
Correct mundo. And yeah, talking of best you can, best tricep exercise, we sort of end up saying this every day, is this one. The
Kickbacks.
tricep kickback. Nothing beats it for tricep.
Yeah, today I've got to focus on really trying to not swing too much. That was one of my problems last time. Looking good. I think that's...
See how short
8?
my movement is?
Yeah. I think that's 11.
It is. E. I think this is going to be in the way.
Oh,
I want to be this.
I can move it.
That's probably right.
6. That looks great.
Oh.
Come on. It's your only one of it.
When you do that shorter movement,
Yeah.
you're under tension the whole time. You don't get a rest. Like when you come down too much, you get a rest if you come down.
Yeah.
See, people do that. But I'm just doing,
Yeah.
oh, and it's, ew.
Nasty stuff, eh? No, in a good way, though.
It's pumpy,
Yeah.
juicy.
Is what they say, yeah. I'll go left first, I guess.
Good. Yeah, there's not too much movement in your elbow. You're probably still doing too much of an arc. Just shorten the down bit. Just keep going all the way to the top. Lock, yeah. But it's a short movement. You want to keep it in the tricep. You don't want to get a rest.
Yeah. There's a lot of things to concentrate on at once. But I'm trying.
I'm not saying you're a joke by doing the music.
Nah,
It's just,
I know. Although I am.
that's music that I took from a comedy video by the Irwin brothers. There's Luke and Wes Ma, I think his name is. They're sort of like comedians here in Australia that are well known over the world on YouTube. And I think their comedy's hilarious. But they get in trouble with the police all the time. They've even done jail time for their things. But realistically, they're using real people instead of lots of actors.
Yeah.
But to me, they're just like Charlie Chaplin or Buster Keaton or any of those old time comedy guys, Abbott and Costello.
Agreed.
They're just comedy movie producers.
Yeah.
But the fact is, like, I think I don't know, but I thought one of the reasons they went to jail, or one of them went to jail anyway, Luke, I think it's because they were doing air horns behind people's head and they busted someone's eardrum. I don't know, that's just the rumour.
The hearsay.
Yeah. But one of the things I know he got in trouble for is he jumped off the bridge in building the bridge in Brisbane, which I think is I don't know how high. It's high. I've stood on that bridge before and thought, could you jump from here? And I've gone, nah. And he got arrested and charged and pled guilty to that.
Yeah.
Because the water's brown, so you can't see how deep it is. It's also super, super high. He silly salmoned off it, which is this thing where you shake and scream, yee, like a salmon. And also the Brisbane River's full of sharks. Like it's really full of sharks. But those guys, they're like, they're crazy as well. We've just got one more tricep exercise to do, right?
Yeah, that's it.
I'm going to go back to the 5 for that. I did the 6 yesterday.
Yeah.
Right? This isolates it, and then I started getting elbow pain. That tells me that it's not in the tricep anymore, and I'm going to. This is the 6, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah, as I pick up the 6.
Man, that's pretty impressive to know the difference in 1 kilo. Like,
Yeah. And you think to yourself, 5 must be too light, though. No, it's not. If you get that elbow pain, this is isolating it enough.
yeah, absolutely.
You want to isolate it, and it's a light exercise, the tricep.
7, and it's a small muscle, really. Hey.
Actually, no, it's 3/4 of your arm.
You're kidding
your
me.
biceps, your small muscle in your arm. But for some reason, to isolate your tricep doesn't take much weight.
Fascinating.
And if you go heavier, you start engaging other
Yeah.
muscles.
Right.
So you want to just isolate. Like I'm getting a pretty deep burn now.
Well, I think you're close to 15. I think you've passed it.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. It's funny when you're talking on these things, you do forget the count, but that's cool.
Van. That count?
I love that guy. Well, I haven't been able to get a plushie of him yet. I've been trying. I do plushie collecting, those that don't know. And I've got quite a few Sassoon Street, but the Count's one I've been really seeking, and Snuffleupagus, but they're the hard two to get.
Yes, and the count did go through the hands of one of your family members, but it was gone before you knew it.
Yep.
Which is unfortunate.
Yeah, that's correct.
I think that's 15.
Is it?
I think so.
Oh, it shows how bad my count is. Because I'm on 14, 15, but you're probably right.
Oh, who would know?
Anyway, as long as you're getting... I don't know what to say about that. Wow. That's pretty sloppy habits on our count for losing count, I guess.
Part of why we film it is to be able to watch it back and see, because I could be wrong too. Like, none of us are perfect. But I guess it's better to do more.
Speak for yourself, pal. I'm perfect.
True.
Perfect in every way. I'm precious. That's sort of an Adam Sandler. You're so precious.
Have you been counting?
No.
Okay, I think that's 13.
I think you're right, actually.
Oh.
Yeah.
That was hard work.
I'm jacked as hell right now. I was jacked by the power of love. Kylie Minogue. See, that's the thing. When you crack these jokes like that, did I just do a copyright strike?
Well, man.
I really don't know. Yeah, I think that's 6. Is that right?
Well, I got 10, but
okay.
My elbow's cracking every time.
Well, you can't go lower than 5, so there's not much you can do about that.
It stopped cracking. I was doing it out too wide, I think, and now I brought it in and it's not cracking anymore.
I know a lot about weightlifting, right? But I have to say, I can't tell you what position you're meant to have your elbow in when you're doing this or anything. There's some stuff I don't know. Like I've been lifting weights most of my life, and I've never really had good instruction, really, except for that couple of hours I had with Paul at time. So we've got this personal trainer coming. He might have those answers.
He might.
Yeah, so we might be able to say to him, how do you get the best out of this exercise? How do you do it properly and effectively and all that? Because a lot of this stuff, I don't know the answers, honestly.
Yeah.
But what was the exercise the other day where the rear delt, I don't know, you could say, what's the position for the rear delt? I don't really know.
Yeah.
I've seen people stand up quite high doing a rear delt, only sort of bending over 10%. And other people, you see them, they do that rear delt, they might even do it on a bench, and the bench will be at 45.
Right.
people bending over to 90 degrees and doing it.
Yeah.
You know, so my answer for the rear delt is every day you're going to probably feel like doing something a little bit different.
Right.
And you're probably hitting the delts either way. I don't know, but someone could tell you. Paul would be able to tell you specifically the best angle, he'd position you, and all that. So, Paul, if you ever see this, please comment below and tell us how to do things properly.
Oh, I guess it's all on feel. Like right there, I was doing that, it was clicking, I brought it in and it wasn't clicking. So I guess you just kind of, and it wasn't not so much hurting, it was just popping in my elbow. But I guess you just listen to your body.
Yeah, so we're going to change position.
We're done. Yeah,
But like, just that's the first time we've got the lighting wrong today, I think. And I bet you when we watch it back, we'll see how. So what we've got, people, we've got like I liked the videos how we had the garden and everything in the background through the window when we were filming from this side. But the lighting made it look a bit cloudy to me. Once again, musician revealing his tricks. But I like that we do that on this channel. So we're filming more from that side. I'm just pointing with the window behind us now so that the light is always behind the camera to make us lit up. So right now, I reckon film-wise, I'd be looking really good.
Yeah.
And everything, the filming would look really pro. But that second ago when the light was behind me, I bet you it looked cloudy across the...
Definitely.
Yeah, so hopefully we're producing better quality videos for your butts every day. And rock and roll ain't noise pollution.
Richard, he's my lord. Richard, he's my king. Richard, I obey him in everything.